find some sort of harmony and balance.
Ask quite regularly, BC, do you cold call? Do you door knock? Which one do you do more? Which one do you do less? Which one do you recommend? You know, you ultimately want to do what you're comfortable with and what you're good at. You know, I started out immediately door knocking. I did both calls and doors. I still do, but I prefer door knocking. You know, personally, I'm more of a high energy guy. Even when I'm on the phone, I'm pacing back and forth constantly, and it's just harder for me. Now, I do the phone, and I'm good at it. I probably, to think about time invested, I probably put more deals together over the phone than I do in person. However, I enjoy door knocking so much more, and I have gotten quick results from it. It's one of those things where in the cities that I'm hitting, I want to brand myself, and what better way to do it than face-to-face? You know, our market here in Southern California, if you're not from here and you're watching, very, very few expireds are for sale by owners, new ones. Old ones I'm starting to pull up and target as part of my prospecting. However, new ones, if you were to call them on the phone, you would go through the list in 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm pulling from Moreno Valley to the beach. So you're talking probably like 150 mile span, or maybe a little bit less than that. That might be a little exaggerated, but you know what I mean. Very few. So the majority of my contacts every day in prospecting is just random doors or random phone calls, mostly around my listings. So like I said, I prefer the door knocking. If you're good at cold calling and you're not so good at door knocking, or maybe you're unsure, you know, try them both out and see which one you prefer. As far as branding and quality of contact, I would say the door is better. You can obviously do much more volume over the phone. All you have to do is redial. And if you have an automatic dialer like Mojo, which is the one I have, you can crank out so many contacts. It's crazy. Now, it's going to come down to your personal preference. Which one do I personally recommend? Of course, especially if you're here in a market like I am in Southern California, where most homes are accessible at the door, I go to the door. That's just what I prefer. So it's really going to come down to what you'll consistently do and what you will ultimately stick to.
So let's see if we can get somebody right now. Calling the next person. Let's see what we can get.
Hello?
Oh yeah, hi, is Ray there?
Yes, this is Ray. Who's this?
Hey Ray, this is Brian with Century 21. Look, I'm just giving you a quick call. You know, I saw your property over there off Galemont. Came off the market a few weeks ago, and I'm just calling to see when you're going to be interviewing agents again for the job of actually getting it sold.
You know, we were on the market for 6 months, and, you know, now we're just going to take a little break.
Okay, and I hear you, Ray, definitely. I mean, after being on the market for 6 months, it makes that decision a little bit easier, right?
Right.
Okay. Let me ask you, was your agent giving you any feedback as far as what was stopping the property from selling?
Not really. Truth be told, we didn't hear from him too much.
Wow, so he kind of disappeared on you. Now, you know, had the property actually sold, where were you guys moving to?
We had plans of going back to San Diego.
Oh wow, San Diego, that's exciting. What's taking you there?
Actually, my wife and I, we're both from there, and our families are still there.
Oh, so your family, okay, so it's like a homecoming for you guys. That's cool. And when you put your home on the market 6 months ago, you know, what was your time frame for being in your new home over in San Diego?
We wanted to be there for the holidays. We wanted to be in the house by Christmas.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are disappointed, right?
Me, not so much, but, you know, my wife is more upset than anything else.
Okay. So, you know, Ray, in your opinion, what do you think stopped the home from selling?
I mean, I don't know. It's a good house. It could just be the economy, it's just the market.
Wow, the market, really? We're actually in one of the best markets in a long time. And, you know, Ray, how did you pick this agent that you listed with?
Actually, he's also from San Diego, and we both moved to the LA area. So we've known each other since high school, man.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So he's a friend. Good for you. And did he do anything in particular that you actually really liked?
Tell you the truth, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure he gave it his best effort. He probably could have been more aggressive, but that's the only thing I could think of.
Okay, so you feel he could have been a little bit more aggressive. Now, moving forward, what will you expect from the next agent you do choose?
Tell you the truth, I think we're going to go through him again. Like I said, he's known me since high school, and I'm confident he'll get it done this time around.
And you know what, Ray? I completely admire your loyalty, but what I'm wondering is this. What is your friend going to do in the next 6 months that, he already didn't try in the last 6 months to get your home sold?
We had actually discussed more open houses and a little bit more advertising, like sending flyers throughout the neighborhood, a couple mailers too.
Okay, so mailers, flyers, and more open houses. So if what I'm hearing is right, Ray, you guys are going to be doing more of the same thing, but expect a different result, right?
Well, I guess, but like I said, we're both pretty confident it'll get done this time around.
Okay, so it sounds like he promised you that he'd get the home sold this time, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, truth be told, Ray, he actually promised to get the home sold for you 6 months ago, right? And he didn't deliver.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But like I said, I gave him my word, he gave me his, and I feel pretty obligated at this point.
I can definitely appreciate that, Ray. Now, before you get yourself tied up again for another 6 months for a contract that's, possibly thousands of dollars, don't you feel like you owe it to yourself and your family just to get 1 second opinion?
Yeah, but like I said, he's a longtime friend, and I just feel real bad.
Okay, and most definitely, Ray, but let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a situation where, you had a friend tell you when you wanted to buy or do something, he said, hey, you know what? When you need that taken care for you, I'll do it. Don't worry. And in the end, because you didn't check around, you didn't end up getting what you wanted. Have you ever been there?
Well, yeah, that's actually happened.
Exactly. Now, you see, Ray, this time is just like that time. I'm sorry. I'm sure you can see the importance of, having me over to get a second opinion, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. It wouldn't hurt. You know what? Let me talk it over with my wife, and I'll get back to you.
Oh, no. Of course. I want you to talk to your wife because obviously when you hire me, I'll be working for the both of you, right?
Yes, I imagine.
Okay, so, why don't we do this? As far as your schedule, would tomorrow at 4 work, or would tomorrow at 6 be better for you and your wife?
Anytime after 6, seeing as we both work.
Okay.
Be home by then, be settled in.
Okay, perfect. This is what I'll go ahead and do, Ray. I'll go ahead and pencil you in for 6 o'clock. You go ahead and talk to your wife. I'll give you a call tomorrow around noon just to confirm, and we'll go from there. Sound good?
That sounds good. Let me ask you one thing. You said you were from Century 21?
Century 21, yes.
And how did you get my number, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's a great question. And actually, I subscribe to a service because I specialize in helping people like yourself, people who are unsuccessful their first go around getting their home sold. And they provide me all the information of anyone who failed to sell their home the first time. And that's when I come in and play Superman. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And the number you're calling me from, that's your office, that's your cell.
This is actually my direct line, my cell phone number. So if it's on your caller ID, this is the best number to reach me at. Like I said, I'll call you tomorrow to confirm. And if you have any questions before then, feel free to give me a call. Okay?
Yeah, give me a call around noon and we'll confirm.
Okay. Sounds good. I look forward to meeting you and your wife tomorrow night, Ray. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thanks. See ya.
Basically, as a disclaimer, I'm supposed to say, check with your local board and all that and make sure the regulations in your area or whatever. Personally, I knock and call everybody. When you look at the word soliciting, it means you're selling something. And if you look it up in the dictionary, what I do as an agent does not fall under the soliciting. I don't knock on somebody's door and say, hey, Mr. Seller, do you want to sell your house? I never say that. I'm always either promoting another listing or giving people an update on the market, and I'm providing value. That's the difference, is I'm coming from a point of demonstrating and giving value. I'm not just trying to get from people. I'm giving, and then I'm getting in return. So when you're calling somebody or you're knocking on their door, it doesn't matter to me. If I come across somebody on the do not call list, I call them anyway, because I'm not a robot. That's what the do not call list was made for. Number one, was made for the robot machines that call you and say, hi, this is Bob. I have an offer for you. I know we hate getting those calls, but I'm not a solicitor. I'm not calling people, bugging them. I'm calling them, either providing value or seeing if I can help them. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, hi, is Jerry there?
Speaking.
Hey, Jerry, this is Brian with Century 21. How you doing?
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Good, good. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you real quick. I know we haven't spoken in a while. How you been?
Oh, fine, fine.
Good. Real quick, I was actually calling because I need your help. Do you have a minute for me?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, I set a goal to help about 50 families this year sell a home or buy a home. Have you bumped into anybody who I could help recently?
Wow. You know, I don't know anybody that's oh man, selling a home nowadays.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight. You know, people have been coming to the house. You know, in fact, you're with Century 21, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, somebody else has been coming. In fact, somebody came by yesterday
Really?
with Century 21, but I just didn't get the flyer. I mean, I just tossed it.
Yeah. Cool.
I
Well,
don't know if he was with your firm or what, or different Century 21.
probably. You know, there's so many Century 21s now. He's probably from a different one, to be honest.
Yeah, there's just nothing going on right now. I don't know if anybody, even if, you know.
Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate you thinking about it. How about your sister?
No, they haven't talked about it.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Well, hey, it's good to hear from you, Jerry. If you want, I can. This is something else I do for people that I know. I shoot them an email every month or so, just to give them an update on the market or any listings that we have. You want to be added to that?
Sure, like I said, you never know. Something might come up in a month or two. You never know.
Sure. What's the best email?
Did I give you my email?
I don't think you did originally.
Okay, it's just jer.com.
Yahoo.com. Perfect. I'll add you to it. My next email, I believe, is going to go out Thursday, so keep an eye out for it. All right?
No problem. You know, like I said, I'll keep you in mind till I hit your card.
Cool. I appreciate that, Jerry. We'll be in touch.
Okay, take care.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.